to communicate with it. So now karma just means cause and effect. If I drop a pen on the floor or my water on the floor, that's a cause that has an effect. The floor gets wet. If we define that as bad or good, who made that decision? The universe? Osiris? That's a human interpretation or a human understanding of an event. Karma means cause and effect. That's it. Or, see, later, the Hindu priests, when there was no religious system, made karma the religious system of the day, which was like, okay, we're going to use karma to say, if you do good deeds, you go to heaven. Bad deeds, you come back on earth. Ironically, coming back on earth was considered hell. And so people still have this understanding, but that's a later day understanding of actually what karma really means. It really means nothing in terms of bad or good. It just means the same law of Tahuti of cause and effect. Or you reap what you sow. What you plant will come out. So if you plant...
real quick, there's no morality involved in karma.
Morality is a human thing made up. You know what I'm saying? It's immoral to marry a 13-year-old girl, correct? You go to Hindu, they marrying them at 7. So what's real? So morality, that's made up. Karma, cause and effect. Now, deceit. Let's say you cheat on your wife. It doesn't mean bad things in the same context is going to happen. But if you plant the seeds of deceit, common sense says deceit is going to be the other side of the scale. What we're calling good and bad is actually what people have been saying all the fucking time and don't understand. My God. It's going to balance out. So
right.
whatever cause you put it is going to balance out with an effect. You get what I'm saying? So live by the gun, die by the gun. That's a possibility. If I shoot people, I'm going to attract through the laws of attraction, which is a sub-law or under the principle of cause and effect. So is karma. It's under the principle of cause and effect. Karma means cause and effect. Doesn't mean good or bad. So it's obvious if I'm smacking a whole bunch of folks, 9 times out of 10, I may not get smacked. Somebody might shoot my ass because the smack game may not be at the part. I mean, if I'm sowing those seeds, if I'm sowing that, each black person knows this is common sense. If I'm doing dirt, I'm going to get dirt. But we know a lot of people who do good shouldn't get dirt.
Right.
So your cause may have a different, your cause may be genuine and nice to a person who's really, really just a fucked up person. He may see that cause as this nigga's trying to come on to me as a homosexual when you just trying to feed him Meals on Wheels. It might have a reaction. How are we explaining this? Did Osiris do that? Osiris says he tried to give him a meal and he kicked his ass. See, that tells you, as sad as I know people want to believe more, there's no good and evil. There's only balance. So you may be a Jehovah's Witness going into the roughest part of the hood, and you may turn out with some bumps on your asses. That's cause and effect still. Has nothing, but your intentions was good, let's just say, at least in your mind. Because technically you come in with a Bible is bad for us. So we could go on all day with good and bad. That tells you good and bad is an interpretation. For instance, here's the example I give in my class. You walk up on me, I'm beating an old lady's ass. Bad. Oh, my God. It's karma. Osiris is going to get him. Look what he's doing to the black lady. Then I go, well, she just killed 3 of my kids. Then you go, oh, shit, Panic is dishing out justice. She's getting what she deserves. So that same act
right.
can be looked upon as good or bad depending on what the circumstance is, which means it's an earthly interpretation and not a universal fact or truth. So that's where you would that's where, like I said, I wouldn't debate nobody with this, but that's the way you need to look at it. Does it stand true through levels of reality, or is it something that's true because of my social situation? You get what I'm saying? See, we say cutting off a man's arm is bad, but they believe that's normal if you steal in Iran. Or I'll do you one better. It says clearly in the Christian Bible, thou shalt not kill. But you got 90% of Christians in the war doing what? Killing motherfuckers. And they think they're doing justice. So we can go back and forth. What is good and bad, evil is all an interpretation and a perspective. If I was a slave master, what did I say about slavery? Exactly what they said. It is justified. They are animals. This is how God wants it to be. This is how the Bible said it should be. We're doing our duty to enslave this man. We're doing good. Then you have the slave. Wasn't so good. I don't think we need to go through that one. It wasn't so good. Or then you have people saying, Rodney King, he was trying to get away. He was trying to get off the ground. And then you have other people saying these cops are brutalizing and giving them the ass whipping of the lifetime. When you see that type of thing, that should be your warning sign. When you see where people can debate, you automatically out of something spiritual. The spiritual should hold truth through all planes of existence: spiritual, mental, and physical. Spiritual, mental, and physical, the three planes. Mm-hmm. If you can hold that truth throughout, then you're on to something. There could be differences, but at least you need some sort of guide to say, this is some earthly shit here I'm dealing with, and this is some shit that goes beyond the earth. So when you talk about good and evil, it goes beyond the earth. It doesn't go beyond the earth. That's all interpretation. The things we call laws, as Dr. Amos said, are nothing but rules. And they only matter because there's a police force to enforce them. Other than that, there's only 7 universal laws that we recognize. Those are the laws of Tahuti, and that's what's real. They'll say nothing about good and evil, but they do talk about cause and effect.